All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's my bad. Okay. So, all right. Hopefully you found a little corner to kind of, I think you muted again. So,
Oh,
okay. Good morning, Sylvia. How are you?
good morning. How's everyone?
Okay. Doing good, doing good. So basically, this is going to be just one-on-one, you and me. And once you have once I think you're muted, it's tricky. Okay, let's get down, and I think you're muted again. So we good. Okay, so sounds good. Sounds good. It's what is it? It's a Saturday morning. You're taking care of grandkids, so
Yeah,
I'll let you go back right away. So good to see you. Good to see you. I think it's been a
yeah,
couple of months.
likewise.
Okay. All right. So purpose of this call is to just to kind of share your experiences so that people who are on the fence can get inspired and see if they can try to begin to change their health and diabetes to be more specific. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. So all right. Let's take a couple of minutes, Sylvia, to go back. I know it's already been more than a month. You completed our program, but what was it like, when you learned about our program, actually, when you heard about yourself, like a pre-diabetic, you know what, I'm kind of dealing with this weight and my health is going down. How were you feeling and what inspired you to join our program?
Oh, I think it's a wonderful program. It inspired me so much after trying different ways and different doctors to try to get this pre-diabetic or diabetic as they diagnosed me down. Tried different methods. Nothing worked. I said, I need more education. I need a little bit more support. And that's when you all came in place. And I was like in awe with everything, with Eva, with just the greeting in the front, with Gloria, with Tina. I mean, it was a wonderful experience. I've learned a lot of things, not only in the food section with Eva. I used to love to go in there and look at all these new products that are starting to come out now and thinking about the healthier of us, especially baby boomers. But I think it goes for everyone, is what I've learned now, even with children. So it's something very good that's out there for us here in San Antonio. And I'm so glad something finally came through because I learned a lot. And even with you, doctor, I learned so much as far as my blood work, as my numbers and what to do. And, gotta walk, gotta go to the gym, let's do this, let's do that. I just and I miss you all. To be honest, I miss it sometimes. But I just say, hey, you didn't go to the gym. It's already been 2 days because it's been freezing cold. Okay, well, find a spot where it's going to be a little warmer. And I get out there and I said, okay, here we go. So it's a lot of mindset. Also, is what I learned from you all, and I think it's fantastic. I love it, and I would recommend it, and I have recommended to some of my friends, and they're starting to look, into it. So
Excellent.
it's yes, I miss you all, like I say.
Well, yeah, I know we do too. We always, enjoy talking to you. I think, you're very curious. And then, as you said, yeah, unfortunately, it's not just for the baby boomers because we know, with age, things can go down. I mean, the health can deteriorate, but yeah, we're seeing in kids and grandkids and across the board. We're glad you found us. And I think, it's not just about the, controlling the sugar or the medications, but glad to hear that, it kind of went beyond that. Um, let's
Yeah.
see, what kind of changes did we see
Oh,
in the
big
weight?
changes.
Sometimes, we always look at the numbers on the scale, but, it's a surprisingly, oh, I don't think I lost, that much weight, but I feel different or this and that. What kind of change did you see? How much do you think, you were able to kind of see? Is that with the weight loss medicine or without any medicine? And how did you begin to feel?
Oh, well, we did this without any medicine as far as diabetic. I did lose one of the medicines with blood pressure. I'm getting ready to go do some more blood work to see what's going on. Um, I felt very different as soon as I started losing the weight, but it was surprising every time I would go to the office. I thought, nah, I probably just lost like maybe half a pound or pound and surprise, I had lost like maybe 3 pounds or something. So we're talking about a good 20 to 25 pounds. I say 25, but I know
Mhm.
when I started, there was 20, but I'm a
Mhm.
yo-yo. So I said, it started at, 25 pounds. So
Mhm.
lost quite a bit there, I think, quite a bit. And I feel so much better. I mean, it's amazing how we don't think sometimes, and we just say, oh, okay, well, something must be wrong with me. I'm feeling sick. I'm gonna see the doctor. Well, really, I think it comes all in what we eat, how we
Mhm.
exercise, and it made a difference for me. I did feel, because I mean, before I was more like trying to bend down and, oh, I don't think I could get up, or oh, like things like that. And then now it's easily, I could put on my pants standing up. Before I had to sit down on a bench or something, pick up my leg, and no, it's a big difference. And the food, it's like when I eat something that I really like, okay, well, I don't do it always, but I kind of want to indulge a little bit in it, and I'll eat something that's not good. Believe me, I mean, probably nobody can believe me, but my body and my stomach feels it and knows it, and says,
Mhm.
oh, that wasn't too healthy, was it? So I feel kind of sluggish, so I was in awe, like I said, with just seeing those numbers, uh, weight
Excellent.
and
Excellent.
everything else.
Well, in other words, okay, yeah, the one thing that we are proud of you is, or actually our bodies, can speak to us. In other words, if you just, build that intuition, beginning to kind of listen to the body, little symptoms or signs that we see, I'm tired. No, you're not tired. You're not sleepy. You're not,
Yes,
you didn't work out too much. It's the food and it's the
yes,
inflammation in your body. That's what is end of the day is actually kind of bringing you down. But yeah, so in other words, you begin to realize how different foods can actually make you feel different and perform differently. What do you think?
definitely.
How do you rate yourself? In other words, before starting the program to now, are you able to kind of run your chores or maybe spend your good time with the grandkids or walking them in the park? How do you think are they different or changed over time now?
Oh, yes, very much so. I mean, back then when I was overweight and my sugars were up, my pressure, everything else, I would take care of the kids, or, I would like, okay, not today. We're not going to go to the park. No, no, maybe tomorrow or this or that. I'd put it off. The same with the chores. Oh, I'll do it. I'll do the cleanup tomorrow, and I would do my wash, and that would be it. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Now it's like, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. The kids are here for like 3 days more, and I'm already planning. Okay, what are we going to do today, guys? I know it's cold, but we got jackets. We're going to go for a little while to the park, so I need to walk a little bit. We'll go to the
Mhm.
library. It's a whole different story. I mean, it really does give you a lot more energy when you do these things, and I've seen it, and I'm believer of it, because it does happen. The more we don't do something, the more
Mhm.
sluggish I'll become. And I don't want that anymore. I really
Gotcha,
don't.
gotcha. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we love to see your apron. I think you're in a cooking suit today. I mean, meaning kind of
Yes.
getting into the kitchen. Okay, if you can lower your camera if you feel comfortable. But okay, so okay, I think you have your scorecard. I think you got amazing wins. If you can hear in your words, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. I think your camera is pointing somewhere else. So,
Okay.
um, okay, got you. So, yeah, if you can hear in your words the weight, maybe amount of weight you lost, because if you look at there, the insulin resistance dropped by 50% and inflammation dropped by 40%.
Yes.
And the cholesterol dropped without increasing the cholesterol medicine. I think we lowered your blood pressure medicine, 50%. Well, since the pressure started coming down. So let's kind of, yeah, hear in your words, how insulin resistance dropped and inflammation and cholesterol, blood pressure. What do you want to share with others?
Well, just that it's worth it to do this effort, and worth it that I was, you know, being there with you all, because it helped me a great deal to be able to lower it. Because I have been with these medicines for quite a bit of years already. I mean, we're talking about blood pressure was since the 200s, maybe 2005, I
Hmm.
believe. I started them, and ever since then, and nobody was ever telling me, do this, do that, eat better, and gosh, I'm just amazed, and I believe hopefully my cholesterol is going to be a lot better with this blood check because I've been doing the exercise and everything, and it just makes you feel so much better. And I'm like, when I'm starting to put my medicine, okay, for the week, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm missing some medicine. I'm like, no, I don't take them anymore. So it's a little bit
That's
less, and that's a good feeling. That's a very
that is.
good feeling.
Absolutely. I mean, we tend to avoid meds because, we are tired of them. We don't want them. We want the side effects, or we feel like, internally, I don't want to take it. But now you're at a point where you don't need to take. So there's no point of, guilt or forgetting and nothing.
Yeah,
It's amazing. So, how much, weight altogether, or the insulin resistance, or the inflammation levels, in terms of, those percentages you think you dropped?
I think between a month right now, I know I've dropped some. I know the weight has gone down. I know that when I left the office, I must have been 185, 180. The last time I weighed myself was about 2 days ago. It was about 176. So I'm getting there. It's
Wow.
slowly
Okay.
but surely I'm getting there. And the anti-inflammatory, I still eat a lot of good food, so I'm glad, it's a lot of vegetables. I've even bought
Mhm.
a lot of frozen vegetables because sometimes,
Mhm.
how the prices have gone up. Well, sometimes it's better to buy frozen, and they're not
Mhm.
very good for us as long as we look at the ingredients.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I think our list, our future patients love to hear that in terms of, let's say, numbers or percentages. I think just to remind you, it was about, let me see. I think you have the scorecard with you. I'm looking at, yeah, we love to kind of hear in your words. Your insulin resistance dropped by 60% without diabetic medication.
Yes, yes, that was such a good feeling. And then the anti-inflammatory is,
Inflammation, yeah. Your inflammation was down by 40%.
yes, I know it was a 7, and then it went down to a 4, and I was like, what?
Mhm. Woo.
Even
Yeah.
one number would have been great, but I got a couple of numbers. I said that.
No worries. Okay. No, phenomenal. Okay. So, all right. We're gonna be wrapping up soon, but what kind of things do you think, really helped, you, Sylvia? Because, what do we say? I mean, we know, I mean, we need to eat healthy and do exercise, but, we tend not to do it. But, the kind of tools, what kind of, you think, the scale or metrics or apps, or, well, what kind of, things in our program that help you kept on track, and then accountability and then motivation and all that. It
I,
could be, you can use in terms of, scale blood pressure machine or apps, or maybe also, our Saturday sessions or our Facebook group. Well, which
I,
things you think, yeah.
yeah, I think you put it quite a bit all together with what I was going to say right now. The biggest
Mhm.
support I got from you all. That is someone needs that daily, and being seen weekly, once a week, that was a big help for me because I always knew that I had, to me, I feel like I always want a challenge. And I was like, yes, I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm going to show them good numbers. I got to do this for me. And that helped. And just being all connected with, you know, weighing yourself every day in the morning, checking your blood pressure, and still even checking your blood sugar is so important. I hadn't realized, the doctors would tell me, well, are you monitoring yourself? But that was it. And sometimes I would say, no, well, I did every once in a while. No, it's something you have to do. And I would love that you all were tracking that, checking on it. What happened? Why aren't you checking this? But I was there constantly every day. Community was just being in Facebook and all that. I think that helps tremendous only because I thought I kind of knew it a little bit. I'm learning every day. And then I see other people doing this and going to this restaurant and they have this kind of food. I was like, whoa, I didn't know that. Because sometimes we do feel tired of cooking every day and meal prepping. And so that was a big another learning experience. I love that, sharing plates and, oh, well, what's the recipe? Oh, where did you get that? All of that. But yes, number one, I think, is the support and the mindset
Mhm.
put us into. And I think that helps a great deal for anyone. So
Excellent.
I love.
Excellent. Yeah, the support group and then the monitoring technology and the frequent visits. You're right, absolutely. How about the CGM? Do you think your continuous glucose monitoring, your Libre made any role? Can it help to kind of watch your spikes and all that? Learning how each food can affect your body and sugars.
Oh yes. Oh yes. It taught me a lot. Just telling me like, oh, really? And sometimes it works for some people, sometimes it doesn't as far as meals. I mean, I could probably eat maybe, I don't know, corn, let's say, or something, and it spiked my sugar a little bit. But guess what? It didn't spike it for someone else in the group. Oh, that's funny. So that taught me how and when and I could eat this and how much amount. Or and it also taught me that you could put something healthier with it, and you can have corn, and it won't spike. So that was a good thing about. I like that thing about putting the glucose monitor because it taught me quite a bit, and it saw when it spiked. Even if I said, "Well, how come it spiked?" Well, you just ate that, you know, big, strawberries or oranges, but you didn't put any vegetables. You didn't put any other fiber. So that's what it taught me, knowing when my sugar spiked and with what foods.
Excellent, excellent. You're right. Okay. Well, already. Oh, well, I think that's phenomenal. I think you're enjoying a really good, a different life. I'm pretty sure you're going to feel like a new me. It's still work in progress. Um, what would you say, Sylvia, to those who are actually, just to sum it up, they want to hear some key, highlights. People who are actually on the fence, and because they want to do something, try something, but they're not sure if this is gonna work and how different this program is going to be. What do you want to say, people who are fighting with the sugars, diabetes, inflammation, or just to feel normal again? How do you think this is going to help, and why do you think they should try?
I believe that this program is so much worth it. I believe that if you have questions, ask them all the time. I believe do it and don't give up. Set your mind into something positive. Because it's very important for our health. We tend to help others, and we
Hmm.
tend to always put everything off for ourselves. And it's time, that we take care of ourselves too, not everybody else. So I say don't give up, do all these exercises. It's so much worth it. You will see the difference. You will see the difference in even the food that you eat. Like I say, now I'm the opposite. Now, if I eat anything that's not good for me, my body is telling me. And I'm like, God, that never happened to me before. I was one that used to say, hey, I don't like tofu. Ugh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. And breakfast, I've been able to learn it in so many different ways. It's about the sauce that you put on it that helps it a lot. But never give up, because it's something you're going to be a lot happier in life to be able to see your kids grow up, your grandkids, and even if you don't have kids, there's a lot of things to do in life that are worth it to be just much healthier.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you, Silva. You're looking great to hear that. So yeah, share with your friends and family, and especially grandkids, who are the young minds. Nowadays, everything is difficult to choose. What's healthy, what's not healthy. We are surrounded by 80-90% of unhealthy food choices. It's not that we don't have the willpower to control. That's what you're surrounded by. So there, you don't even know if there is actually a healthy choice exists. And as you rightly said, you begin to learn what your body's saying, because your body knows, detect the good and bad foods. But we've been overriding. Like they're turning off the security alarm. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. Well, it's the alarm is saying somebody's actually breaking into your house. It's like, who cares? Turn it off. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so good to hear and see you, and good to hear from you again. Yeah, I wish you the best for your next set of labs, but Yeah, this is we just kick-starting a new journey, and then you begin to learn. This is like a driving the car. You don't drive, get the license, and say, "Hey, I mastered all driving." No, every single day you're on the road. You got to watch this traffic signs and be the good driver on the road. But we wish you the best, and then we'll talk to you soon again, Sylvia.
Thank you so much, doctor.
All righty then. Thank you much. Bye bye.